If you could go back and give yourself one piece of advice, what would that be? My advice would be, don't put yourself down. So often women apologise and undermine themselves when they're speaking, and that instantly makes people think less of what they're actually saying, whether it could be just as important or even more so than other people in the room.
For me, and it's perhaps more of a skill set thing rather than being a woman thing, I would network, I'd get out there, I'd be visible, I'd make contacts earlier and push that. It was, always for me, focusing more on the technical side of the business. It's easy to kind of hide away behind a computer sometimes, but actually getting out there and being visible is something that I should have done probably about 5 years before I actually did it. It took that long to kind of feel confident enough to do it, but it's be confident, be visible as soon as you can.
My advice would be more self-assured, because sometimes you can be in a room of men or more experienced people, men or women, and you know the answer and you do know what you're talking about, but you don't speak up because you feel slight intimidation. And actually what happens then is the room and the debate misses your perspective, so both parties lose by doing that. So I wish I'd had that more self-assurance sooner.
I completely agree with that. For me, it's managing negative self-talk and imposter syndrome, which as women I think can affect us quite a lot, and also reaching out to that network, just for advice. How would you do this? How would you deal with that? And also, just for general opportunities as well, whether they're work related or not. I think I would definitely concentrate on that.
I think my advice would be sometimes, looking back, don't put people on a pedestal that you think you can never aspire to, because there's lots of things going on in the background that they don't show. And you self-doubt yourself when actually you realise, actually, I can do that, and actually I can do it better, but I didn't believe in myself to do that. So I think that's the one thing, is that if you put your mind to it, you can achieve anything. With the right training, the right support, don't be the only person that's going to stop you doing it is you.
I think it's really important to just be yourself. You don't have to be the one other person that you've seen doing what we do. You can make your own way by still being true to who you are. You don't have to look all the same. We don't have to come through the same path. The opportunities are there for all of us. We're just finding our own way that suits our style.
One last thing I thought to add, have fun, because life's too short and we should have more fun. Yeah.